All right, so I'm gonna watch the most offensive advertisements ever made by Sunny V2. Let's watch the shit.
Would you fly on in for a September 11 deal? What about some cereal to cope with the Boston Marathon bombing? These are the most offensive ad campaigns ever.
Ooh.
In 2011, Mexican restaurant Hacienda rented this specific billboard, on which they'd referenced the Jonestown Massacre, where cult leader Jim Jones had killed his entire following by spiking their Kool-Aid with poison. So what did the restaurant's billboard say? We're like a cult with better Kool-Aid, and their drinks were apparently to die for.
Oh my
VP of
God,
Sales and Marketing
bro.
explained, our role is not to be controversial or even edgy. We want to be noticed, and there's a difference. We have a responsibility to advertise with care, and that's why we're pulling this ad. We made a
That's honestly advertisement gold. That's a great ad. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Like, that's the shit I'd think of.
mistake and don't want to have
It's a great ad
image in the community, yet this wouldn't be their last controversial billboard.
Of course.
5 years later, in 2016, the restaurant made another reading,
the best Mexican food this side of the wall,
which quickly went viral on Reddit, sparking outrage. Really disappointed how
People are sensitive, man. That's fucking hilarious, bro.
Hacienda continues to
That's
push
funny.
past what is acceptable for advertising. Not a fan of most of their billboards, but this is just too much. Hashtag take it down. Others showed their support in comments such as this one, yet unlike their previous billboard, Hacienda says it has no plans to apologize for or remove the ads.
Yep.
Their vice president explained,
Damn
We
tootin'.
don't intend to upset anybody, but we do use humor.
and Lee's Discount Liquor applied
Yeah, it's
a
funny.
similar strategy. Alcohol
Okay.
is cheaper than therapy. If alcohol is not the answer,
Ooh,
change the
that's
question.
bad.
You look like I need a drink, and perhaps so did the people who tried to get the billboards
You look
banned.
like I
Take
need a
down
drink?
billboards
That's fucked.
stating Lee's Liquor is cheaper than therapy. The owners of Lee's Liquor has failed to remember the implications of alcohol regarding DUIs, broken families, and when people commit manslaughter. Lee's Liquor owners think this is funny. Take this billboard down.
Nah,
Various
keep it up.
comments agreed, such as, this is irresponsible advertising. You can sell alcohol without crossing this boundary, whereas the humor was liked by others. Hey dude, get a life. It's a very funny sign. I wish we had more signs in Vegas like this.
For
If
real.
you don't like the billboard, go back to Utah. Lee's Discount Liquor ran their own billboard controversy poll, which found that 77.2% of people called the ad clever and not offensive, yet this didn't stop a mandate to take the billboard down.
Oh,
Even
they
worse was a
mandated it.
business card shared to Reddit reading, are you an alcoholic? We can help, although they weren't offering counseling, but rather an alcohol delivery service. In all seriousness, I
Oh
assume it's just
my
a bad
God.
translation and meant, do you enjoy alcohol? We can
Oh my
help, but
God.
yeah, really should have run that by and
I
made
can't
it
believe it.
first. In that very same
I
year,
almost
British
can't believe it.
supermarket
That's
Tesco
crazy.
found themselves in the infamous horse meat scandal, where one of their burgers was found containing 29% horse meat.
What? 29%? That's a lot. That's a lot. That's not a little bit. That's like a fucking. Oh my God. That's like almost. That's like a quarter. More than a quarter of your burger is gonna be fucking horse meat. That's crazy.
Well, only 2 days after the scandal broke, Tesco tweeted, it's sleepy time, so we're off to hit the hay. See you at 8 AM for more Tesco tweets, and the replies weren't too pretty. You're hitting the hay? Well, I suppose the poor horses don't need it anymore.
That's what. That's not. That's come on now, guy. Give him a break, guys. Give him a break. That's funny.
Maybe hitting the hay wasn't the best choice of words.
I think it
right
was
now.
perfect.
Plenty of room on the hay now that we've eaten all the horses. Tesco responded by tweeting, I'm terribly sorry. That tweet was scheduled before we knew of the current situation.
That's funny.
We never intend to make light of it. And in case this wasn't bad enough, Tesco then had to scrap a segment of its latest advert, as it was due to include images of a horse. The horse was apparently set to be used in a humorous context, but while Tesco was simply a victim of bad timing, recipe website Epicurious was a victim of bad thinking.
Okay.
Because after the Boston Marathon bombing,
Oh, no,
they
they
posed
didn't.
2 insane
No, they
tweets. In honor of Boston and New England, may we suggest whole grain cranberry scones. Boston,
Okay.
our hearts are with you. Here's a bowl of breakfast energy we could all use to start today.
Okay.
The tweets were quickly shared to a media training website.
Whole grain cranberry scones. Okay. Get your legs all over by terrorists. Try these scones. Oh my god. Oh fuck, sorry, I'm tired. Oh my god, though. Holy shit. Get your legs blown up by a terrorist. Try these scones. Lose a cherished friend. Maybe this bowl of breakfast energy can help. You know what? Like, man, these are probably slated to be put up, okay? Alright? Like, I know they probably should have done, like, you know, to all the people who lost their lives, you know, in the Boston Marathon, we send our condolences to the families, and we will do 50% off to the victims and families for the weekend or some shit like that. I don't know. They could have done some shit like that, but this is not that funny, but it's kind of insensitive. But still, like, you gotta give them a little bit of break. Come on, I'm not thinking that they're that insensitive. Come on, you gotta give them a little bit of break.
Which wrote, get your legs blown off by a terrorist, try these scones. Lose a cherished friend, maybe this bowl of breakfast energy can help, which then turned into articles by Mashed and Business Insider, as Epicurious was labeled by the public, morons, idiots, dickheads, and pathetic. The company responded with a copy and paste apology, leading to more criticism reading, a repeatedly tweeted template apology isn't genuine. It's a form letter. The steady stream of identical tweets does nothing to engage with the audience and express human remorse, but were Epicurious's tweets as bad as Kenneth Cole's? Millions are in uproar in Cairo. Rumor is they heard our new spring collection is now available online, although the uproar had actually come from protests in Egypt, where 800...
Fuck.
46 people were killed. Kenneth Cole quickly apologized before making the same mistake only 2 months later. In response to the Syrian civil war, he'd tweet, boots on the ground or not, let's not forget about sandals, pumps and loafers, sneakily advertising his new line of shoes. On a public billboard, Kenneth mocked the Hudson River
In tough times, some land on the feet, other lands in the Hudson.
Emotional damage.
That's fucked.
Landing.
That's
but at least
fucked.
he had the decency to avoid September 11, unlike this TV commercial by the Worldwide Nature Fund. It began by explaining in 2001, one of the worst tragedies in the history of humanity killed 2,819 people, before showing a bunch of other planes to articulate that in 2005 the tsunami killed 280,000 people. That's 100 times more deaths.
That's
the message of the ad was that our planet is brutally powerful, yet it felt like they were minimizing the severity of 9/11
they were really minimizing
to highlight
it.
a natural disaster that couldn't have been avoided. Not only is the message offensive, but it's scientifically flawed. All the carbon reductions and recycling in the world won't prevent tsunamis. Advertising double fail. The commercial was so
I can't believe they did that.
WWF tried
That's
to claim
wild.
it did not authorize its production or publication, yet there was another 9/11 ad that was somehow even worse.
Insane.
It began to circulate in September 2013 and showed a man flying toward 2-foot-long subs, which you could buy for a price of $9.11.
Get the fuck out of here. No, they did not. No, they did not. No, they didn't. I'm Googling this. I gotta Google this. Hold up. Hold on. Oh my god, it's real. Holy shit.
The ad was captioned with 2 pieces of text. Fly on in for September 11th, and you will never forget this deal. But was the ad actually legitimate? Well, no. It was the work of satirical news site The Onion, which wrote from the structural steel melt on Tower 7 grain bread to the Twin Towers cold cut combo with
almost had a fucking heart attack there.
On Let's Whole Wheat
I'm glad it was fake.
We've got something for everybody this September 11. Despite clearly being a joke, a man named Travis tried to cash in on the deal, printing the ad to bring to his local Subway, which they unbelievably accepted.
Is that a good coupon or no? It's a good coupon? It's good? Okay.
He and his friend were totally baffled,
Dude, I can't believe they did that, dude.
even showing their receipt to prove they hadn't lied. If the coupon itself wasn't hilarious enough, the fact that Subway accepted it as a legitimate coupon had me rolling on the floor.
Yeah.
Subway, however, wasn't impressed. Like everyone,
Oh my god.
we are deeply offended by the fake story and ad created by The Onion. The story received coverage in a Sydney Morning Herald article, which highlighted another 9/11 deal that was instead completely genuine. The now closed Tumbledown Trails Golf Club in Wisconsin posted this newspaper ad reading 12th anniversary of 9/11.
Get the fuck out of here. No, they...
To
Why?
commemorate this,
Why
we're
do
offering
this?
9 holes with carts
Like,
for
why?
only $9.11 per person, or 18
Why
holes
do
with
this?
cart for only $19.
It makes no sense.
The owner of the course said the golf club began the promotion 2
Makes no
years
sense
ago
why you would do
on
this.
the 10th anniversary of the attacks, and until now it had been warmly received as a way to ensure people never forgot the tragedy. He'd therefore add, we're a little hurt by the fact that people are putting such a negative context on this. I thought people would appreciate it. It seemed the owner at least had some good intentions,
Yeah,
although so did
maybe.
these 3 companies when they used hashtags incredibly wrong. Sweets company Entermans wrote, who's not guilty about eating all the tasty treats they want, without realizing not guilty was trending due to Casey Anthony's trial for the murder of her baby. They'd respond by tweeting, sorry
I
everyone.
mean, how are you supposed to know that? You know, like, how are you supposed to know that? I mean, come on now. I don't even follow hashtag trends. I don't. I just don't. Maybe I'm old. Call me a fucking boomer. I don't care. But, like, I don't even follow hashtag trends. It's just too much to do. It's just way too much to do. I give him a pass on this one. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna give him a pass.
We weren't trying to reference the trial in our tweet. We should have checked the trending hashtag first. Fashion brand Celeb Boutique wrote, hashtag Aurora is trending. Clearly about our Kim K inspired Aurora dress, although this wasn't exactly true. The hashtag was trending due to the Batman movie theater shooting, which killed 12 people.
Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Aurora's trending. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. That's just...
People in Aurora, Colorado. We are incredibly sorry for our tweet about Aurora.
Yeah, you should
Our
be
PR
sorry.
is not US based and had not checked the reason for the trend. At that time, our social media was totally unaware of the situation and simply thought it was another trending topic. We have removed the very insensitive tweet and will of course take more care in the future to look into what we say in our tweets. Then
Yeah.
there was D. Giorno's Pizza who wrote,
But you can't help it
hashtag why
sometimes.
I stayed, you had pizza, which was a hashtag started by women explaining why they stayed in abusive relationships.
Wait, what?
Unsurprisingly, the explaining why I stayed, you had pizza.
They had to have done this on purpose. There's no way. All publicity is good publicity, right? Is that what they say? All publicity is good publicity. They had to have done this on purpose. They had to have. This was done on purpose. I'm not buying it. This is done on purpose.
Pizza, which was a hashtag started by women explaining why they stayed in abusive relationships. Unsurprisingly, the company then tweeted a million apologies. Did not read what the hashtag was about before posting.
Yeah,
And
bullshit.
to their credit,
Ain't
they
no
spent
way.
the entire day responding to every complaint authentically. All social media
Okay, I
experts,
give 'em a pass
please
on that
take a
day.
lesson
They-
from
they-
D.
they
Giorno
responded
Pizza.
authentically.
When you step in it, you give real apologies and not excuses.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good
However,
shit.
Home Depot never got the memo, as they'd do the exact opposite. After posting a tweet which produced the article, Home Depot apologizes for racist game day tweet, terminates agency responsible. So what did the tweet say? Which drummer is not like the others, attaching a photo that showed black people next to a monkey?
Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. I don't know what to say to this one. Alright. So, this I can see why this is perceived racist. Implying that black people are monkeys and that's why it's racist is also racist. You know? So, like, how many levels of racism do we have here? You know what I'm saying? You know, I get if you're doing it in playful fun, you know, if there were 2 white people, is that like, you know, would that have been more racist because they would have been like, yo, why'd you choose white people? Were you like too scared to like call any other race monkeys, specifically black people? Like, I see where they kind of went with this. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's Home Depot. They should chose Mexicans. Would have been funnier. But I mean, that's just me.
You could argue it wasn't that bad given it said, which drummer is not like the others, although it's hard to know what Nivea was thinking when headlining an ad with the words white is purity. The campaign was so wild people didn't believe it was real, although others tried to argue that
That's crazy. Do they not think this one through? I don't think they thought this one through at all.
the world was overreacting. Is the US so obsessed with race now that the first thing Americans think when they read white isn't the color but race? People, stop seeing everything with identity.
See, this guy is, I knew this logic was going to get brought up eventually. See, is the U.S. obsessed with race? If you say it's racist, then you're thinking like a racist. I knew the logic was going to get thrown in there.
Politics tinted glasses. Then there was this ad by Big Pens reading, look like a girl, act like a lady, think like a man, work like a boss, which was hilariously designed to celebrate Women's Day.
Yeah.
People didn't appreciate it. If it's quite alright with you, Bic, I'll look like a woman, act like a woman, think like a woman, and work like a woman. And you can F right off like an idiot. To
Yeah.
make matters worse, Bic had launched the Bic for Her pen range 3 years prior, which had already been slammed as sexist.
Yeah, because of pink and purple. I get it. Pink text. But girls pick that shit up. Don't be trying to lie in front and shit like that. You picked that shit up. You went and you got your daughter the For Her because they're pink and purple. You bought those because if they didn't have the For Her and it was just some pink and purple pens, women would have bought them shits. No guy's buying no pink and purple fucking pens. I'm just saying.
Just like regular pens, except they're pink, so they cost twice as much. That is absolutely true as well.
Well, at last, pens for us ladies to use. Now all we need is For Her paper, and I can finally learn to write. I was so disappointed to find that only 1/5 of the pens I received were pink. Or maybe more, I can't do maths. These pens fit perfect in my hands, but hubby feels they are unnecessary since he writes all the checks. I'd explain more, but I have to go make him a sandwich.
That's a good one. Oh man. Sunny
Who the
V2.